World Vision here in the area was only focusing on schools competitions and the tangible activities that we were doing with the schools, but still under education. And we thought as World Vision that let's look at our child well-being targets, and one of those being to ensure that children are able to read and write by age 11. Then we sat down and we looked at the documentation that we have from the government and even from other publications that are here in the area where we work, that we use for programming, of course. And one of the challenges were children cannot read and write. This is from the annual national assessment results of 2012. And having looked at that document, we approached the Department of Education at the district level. We sat down with them, worked on a document for a number of times, having meetings, sitting down and looking at what actually can be done.
Ever since colleges of education were closed down, some of the people that we have employed are underqualified. They are not suitably qualified to teach the foundation phase. For instance, in quite a number of schools, I've noticed that those people who hold secondary teacher's diploma, which of course is a qualification that is supposed to take those people at a secondary school level, not at the foundation phase. But you find quite a number of those people teaching at the foundation phase, so they are not well grounded to deal with that level.
In our school particularly, you've got many challenges of resources, especially infrastructure. The electricity is not available in the school. We can't even able to make flyers or copies for learners, maybe to do their projects or their work, classwork in the school, maybe in groups. You see, we can't make copies of that. Even if we get ANA or exemplars, we can't even make copies. Educators used to write on the chalkboard. We've got a major problem of electricity in our school particularly. But we try, educators improvise. We try and do some work and assist learners, even though we do have a lack of infrastructure.
With the advent of outcomes-based education, teachers would tell you that, no, we have been trained that this is child-learner, child-centered type of an approach. So it is the learners that have to do all the work. Teachers must just be at the back and support the learners. And they stopped teaching reading, they stopped teaching writing, so our learners found themselves in a mess. So we tried then to come up with some strategies to improve the situation, but it was not working the way we expected it to.
We then agreed that what if we sit down and work with one of the institutions, and in this case being Rhodes University, to develop a training suited for improving the skills of teachers on literacy and numeracy. Then a training was developed. A curriculum was developed by the university itself.
Now, when you look at this innovation that you have come up with, you are spot on, because we have identified the problem. Our learners cannot read, they cannot write. That's a literacy problem. Secondly, our learners cannot count. That's a numeracy problem. So now the strategy that we have come up with to consolidate that particular area is going to definitely alleviate the plight of the schools. It's going to help us a lot.
Ngiyabathanda abantwana kakhulu. Ngiyathanda futhi ukudlulisa ulwazi enginalo kubona.
We started off by training 21 teachers and 3 government officials. For the sake of support, of course, that's why we had to include the officials from the government. And that training went well. After the training, we realized that this can actually work even in other areas. So where we have Umzimkhulu ADP, where we have Ikopo ADP, having brought their teachers at foundation phase to come and join this training. All in all, we have trained more than 100 teachers on literacy and numeracy.
I gained a lot because those warming up activities that make learners to be more attentive in the class, those that they said we must introduce, I think they will assist learners a lot, not just to impart the exact knowledge. We have to make some exercises that will equip them or that will make them to be more attentive in class and concentrate.
In the Eastern Cape, where we are, more than 40 schools are going to be reached, are going to be covered by the teachers who are trained. And in the KZN, we are going to cover more than 48 schools.
We don't have many NGOs that operate in this market. So we really appreciate that we have people like World Vision who saw it necessary to operate in this area, which is very much needed. So we really appreciate it, and we hope that our relationship definitely will strengthen, because we still expect a lot from them. Already they've covered a lot of work in the circuit where they operate. I've visited quite a number of schools there. I've seen a lot of differences.